As you enjoy this compilation of hilarious epic fails, we will jump straight to the sixth clip and provide some information about the best places where new drivers should practice parking to master this needed skill. Trying to learn how to park in a busy suburb where you're nervous will put you at higher risk for making a mistake. So, it's important that you practice in a calm, neutral setting until you're ready for more challenging parking environments. Further are a few tips to choosing the right place to practice parking. When you are completely new to parking, you'll want to try it with zero risk of damaging your car or anyone else's. This is especially true when it comes to parallel parking, which is one of the leading reasons for motor vehicle insurance claims even with experienced drivers. The best place to start is in an empty car park with cones or other markers. Every time you've completed a parking maneuver, take the time to step out and see for yourself how you did. Did you park too close to the parking space lines? Is the car crooked? While certainly tedious, practicing parking with small adjustments will help make parking part of your muscle memory. Choose the right time. Eventually, you'll need to break away from the parking cones and get into some real-life parking scenarios. But that doesn't mean that you have to throw yourself into rush hour traffic. Here are a few of the best times to practice parking. Early morning. If you can get yourself up before rush hour traffic, you will be rewarded with peaceful streets to practice driving and parking. Just make sure that you're able to get out of the busier areas as morning traffic starts to pick up. On weekends, this early morning period tends to last longer, so you should be set any time before noon. Weekdays, mid-afternoon, right after lunch and before the evening traffic starts, you'll be able to practice with a moderate amount of cars on the road. Just make sure to steer clear of school areas where kids may be adding some pedestrian traffic. At night, learning to park at night is a valuable skill, but it won't necessarily help you with your driver's test. And, since your depth perception will be limited at night, practicing parking in the dark isn't something you should try until you've mastered the basics. Still, once you've started to get comfortable behind the wheel, you'll enjoy the peace and quiet of nighttime parking practice. Find new neighborhoods. It's natural that you would start your driving and parking practice in your own suburb. You'll eventually want to start exploring new areas. Plus, you'll notice that some areas are great for parallel parking, while others are good for practicing reverse parking. One thing we suggest to new drivers is to consider renting a parking space in the area you plan to practice driving, or where your driving supervisor lives. That way, you don't have to navigate high traffic areas to get to your practice ground.